Hi, my name is Traci Powell, and I'm so happy to be a new writer for Healthy Place for Trauma, a PTSD blog. PTSD has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, but I really didn't even know that's what it was until about 4 years ago. When I was a kid, I was molested for many years, and I grew up with an alcoholic father. And when I became an adult, I really thought that I should have been able to just let those things go. I shamed myself constantly because it still bothered me. I couldn't leave the past in the past, like so many people, especially in my family, had told me to do. And I just knew there had to have been something wrong with me because I couldn't. I was an adult now. Why couldn't I just let it go? Finally, about 4 years ago, things got really bad. A series of events happened in my life that caused me to really start with horrible flashbacks. I had memories come back that I had long since forgotten. I fell into a deep depression. My anxiety was out of control. And honestly, I really just didn't even want to live anymore. And so I knew it was time that I start seeking help. So I started going to a trauma-informed therapist who helped me to understand what I was going through and to see that PTSD was what I was dealing with. Honestly, up until that point, I really thought PTSD was about going off to war. And it took my therapist to help me to see that, well, yeah, actually being molested and having an alcoholic father are quite traumatic events. And when those events aren't dealt with as a child, they stick with you and they need to be processed and addressed. And so that's what I've been trying to do. I've learned tools to help me in dealing with the PTSD, but I still have days that are pretty challenging. Um, and that brings me to why I'm here. Because one of the things that we tend to do is disconnect ourselves from the world and from others and from even ourselves. And it was when I finally connected with other survivors that I started to see a glimmer of hope. I started to see that you really can live with this, that you can move on from this, and that PTSD doesn't have to run my life. And so that's why I'm here to say to you, PTSD doesn't have to run your life, that it doesn't have to define who you are, and that I hope together we can share our challenges and triumphs when it comes to this, and that we can grow together and just have a community of people who understand and support each other. So I'll see you around the blog.